check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go, D. Let's go. 50 to him. 50 seconds.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron.
Roethlisberger's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Ready? Black 20. Jack 16. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 57. Whoa! Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete.
DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
The ball carrier.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins, 99 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
14.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And look,
And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
By the Eagles.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Eagles 28, Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
now
off
after the
for
touchdown,
Philadelphia.
here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
James Conner, the ball
And
carrier.
credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
By Derek Barnett.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Samuels, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 28, Steelers nothing.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Waiting! Hey, 5-2, on here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught by Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Deshaun Jackson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Samuels, the ball.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Easy. 57's Mike 57.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. With it is Jackson. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
44-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Now James returning. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 11 yards there, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, wait a minute. They declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand.
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Bud Dupree with the big sack, and something really jumped up for him in 2019. 11.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and boy, did he play well for Pittsburgh. That's what they look for in an outside linebacker. The former first-rounder gave it to him in 2019.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Staying on the ground with Samuels.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Jackson to return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Again, a run with Connor. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2nd and 14. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and 16.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Steelers. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the 2 of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Eagles 70. Steelers 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Quinn's going to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 89 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Ben to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A 44-yard.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 77 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
77. Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
The Eagles, 3-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back near the goal line, here's Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a give here to Snell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
36 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Madden. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 91. Steelers 27. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.